following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
Auburn's final game last season was a stunning loss to Yale in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The team that Auburn opens the 24-25 season with tonight beat that Yale team last season. Good evening, War Eagle from a sold-out Neville Arena with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Bruce Pearl felt his team played too well in its final exhibition game last Friday against Florida Atlantic. He wanted some struggle against the Owls. Tied at 13, Auburn went on a 20-point run and never looked back. Vermont opened its season Monday night with a 5-point win at UAB. The Catamounts hit 10 threes while holding the Blazers scoreless from beyond the arc. TJ Hurley scored a career-high 20 at Bartow Arena. Last year's newcomer of the year in the America East, Shamir Bogues, added 13 while TJ Long scored 10. The Tigers' opening week features the perennial power of the America East Conference, then the number 4 team in the country in its backyard. Auburn enters the season ranked 11th in the AP and the coaches' polls. Ken Palm has Auburn at number 5. Expectations for the Tigers are at a near all-time high. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. CB&S Bank has been family, community, and financially strong since 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Boy, it's good for the season opener tonight as Auburn basketball opens the 24-25 campaign against the perennial power out of the America East Conference in Vermont. Along with Randall Dickey, Brad Law will join us in just a few moments. I'm Andy Burcham. Well, lots of expectations with this Auburn team in a year in which the Southeastern Conference, Randall, appears to be loaded.
Oh, I think every team's going to be excited to get the season started, and there's nothing better than going around town in Auburn and feeling the excitement and the feeling of what could be a very special season for the Tigers.
Auburn has never had a non-conference campaign like this one, especially when the Tigers play away from home with the likes of Notre Dame and Duke and Iowa State and Ohio State and Purdue, all away from home. But, boy, you cannot overlook an outstanding Vermont team here tonight.
Well, they are very good, and really they have great guards. They've been very successful. They're on their campaign to win the American East 4 times in a row. The past 3 seasons been to the NCAA tournament, won their league. They know how to win, and they are very good and play really good basketball.
Randall, this appears to be a very versatile Auburn team. The Tigers can go big with both Dylan Cardwell and Janai Broom in the lineup. They can go smaller with Chaney Johnson in the lineup. They have 3 different point guards to choose from. There's a lot of options for Bruce Pearl with this ball club.
Well, I think so, and I think the versatility of the biggest thing that the challenge for the coaches is to finding the right combinations. We're going to play a lot of players. Everyone's going to get a chance to play. You look at Janai Broom's stats. He's played about less than 25 minutes a game and is an All-American. So that means that he's going to do that same thing again. The other night, I think he had 15 points in 22 minutes and was very successful. But the right combinations as the coaches tweak their lineups throughout the first 3 or 4 games really is going to set the tone going into the first half of the season.
Glad you joined us tonight for the opener between the Tigers and the Catamounts. To take you through the rest of the Southeastern Conference schedule, here is Brad Law.
All right, Andy, great to be back here courtside at Neville Arena. Yeah, Auburn had to wait a little longer. After tonight, every SEC team will have started its season. Auburn, one of 3 teams in action tonight.
From the home of the SEC Tournament champions to the expanded boundaries of the toughest conference in college basketball, this is the Toyota SEC Report. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places.
So far, wins for everyone in the league except for 4, Missouri, Texas, Texas A&M, and South Carolina. all dropped their openers. Florida's got a chance to go 2-0 tomorrow against Jacksonville. Tonight, 2 other games. John Calipari's debut as the Arkansas head coach. 16th-ranked Razorbacks host Lipscomb. The Bison have already played a game. They scored 77 in a win at Duquesne earlier this week. Arkansas is coming off of a loss to TCU in its exhibition game. That game will get started with ours at the top of the hour, as they will in Baton Rouge, where Matt McMahon enters his 3rd season at LSU. Bayou Bengals hosting ULM tonight. LSU dropped or lost their top 3 scorers from last year's team. They're going to look to a transfer from K-State, a 6'2 guard, Cam Carter. He averaged 14.5 a game last year for K-State before transferring to LSU. Those are the other 2 games involving SEC teams tonight. Got 4 other ranked teams in action that we'll tell you about throughout our broadcast. It's time now for What's on the Menu, and that is presented by Whataburger. We have our 60-second scout of the Catamounts with Chad Pruitt. A little later on, Andy Burcham's exclusive pregame sit-down with BP. Plus, we'll have Coach Dickey's keys to the game, all coming up before tip-off between the Tigers and Catamounts. Jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, pickled, you got it, jalapenos. Try the friendly heat of the new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. It's cooking for a limited time at Whataburger. Up next, we'll tell you a little more about Vermont, tonight's visitors in the season opener here at Neville Arena. That's when the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be ordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Regal.
Thinking of advancing your career with a master's degree in business? If so, consider the graduate degree choices at Auburn University's Harbert College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best, we offer full-time and online programs in finance, supply chain management, information systems, accounting, and business administration. Learn more at harbert.auburn.edu.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
We're about 20 minutes away from tip-off at Neville Arena between the Tigers and the Vermont Catamounts, the favorite in the America East. We'll get our 60-second scout, which is presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News and World Report rankings. Harbert, inspiring business. Vermont is one of 3 programs in the country with 20 wins in at least 15 straight seasons. Kansas and Gonzaga are the others. This is a high-quality team coming here for Auburn to open up its season. Auburn assistant Chad Pruitt gives us the 60-second scout of the Catamounts.
You know, very experienced team, old team, a team, if you go back and look at last year at the NCAA tournament, took Duke to the wire, got a bunch of guys back. It's a team that has got a really, really good point guard, athletic point guard. In fact, a point guard that could play anywhere in SEC, and 2 very, very good shooters. We'll have our hands full tonight.
You think about Vermont, and they shoot the 3 so often. Sometimes what gets lost is how well they defend as well.
Yeah, I mean, ninth in the country if you look at points given up last year. Now, a part of that is they use a shot clock, so they're gonna make you guard forever. But they guard. They get through screens. One of the things you can watch for tonight is they get through screens, which means the big doesn't have to help very long, and gets those guys back so they get bodies on bodies. And so, they don't give you anything easy. Everything's contested. We'll have to play well. I think we'll have plenty of opportunities to make open threes. You look at UAB, who struggled from three last. We got to make some threes to win this game.
Yeah, it's not about getting the looks. It's about knocking down the looks. And Vermont can do that pretty well. Their top two scorers are 6'4" guards. They have good length on the perimeter. Shamir Bogues, TJ Long together. They averaged 23 points a game overall last year. And in conference play, that only dipped by 2 points per ball game. So the Tigers will contend with Bogues and Long on the perimeter here tonight. That's our 60-second scout of Vermont. When we come back, Andy Burcham's exclusive pregame visit with head coach Bruce Pearl. He'll give you his thoughts on opening his 11th season on the Plains. That's when we come back to Neville Arena. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Keep your Auburn football game day going strong with the Outdoor Alabama Countdown to Kickoff. Go inside the stadium for matchup breakdowns, interviews with players, assistants, and head coach Hugh Freeze. Plus, the SEC report. And Andy Burcham and Jason Campbell give you the final breakdown of the game before kickoff. It's the Outdoor Alabama Countdown to Kickoff. 60 minutes before every game. Only on the Auburn Sports Network.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Listen closely. Hear those bubbles? That mouth-watering waterfall? Delicious. Ice cold. And zero sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hi, this is Coach Hugh Freeze. Tackle game day with the irresistible taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. War Eagle.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Hi, I'm Whataburger's Breakfast on a Bun, or Bob. And I'm Bob Ranchero. We're brothers. We've both got signature sausage, fresh egg, and melty cheese. And I've got picante salsa and pickled jalapenos. I'm the spicy one. And I'm the reliable one. And I'm reliably spicy. No, being reliable is my thing. Right, and I'm spicy. Right. Reliably spicy. Oh my gosh.
Whataburger's Breakfast on a Bun, Bob Ranchero. Served 11 p.m. to 11 a.m.
Ford presents our exclusive pre-game visit with head coach Bruce Pearl.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Well, you certainly get a tough one to start this very tough non-conference part of the schedule this year.
It is, Andy. It's a good team, an NCAA tournament team. They were in the 13 slot last year and gave Duke all they wanted, bring back about 80% of their team. And so we knew it would be a really good test. But it's a great preparation for us because, the schedule that we've got is brutal. And there's going to be some great powerhouse-type teams that are going to be loaded with athleticism. And then there are going to be some teams like this that are extremely well coached and got some really good pieces, know how to win. Last year, this team came from behind 10 times after trailing at halftime. They play the right way. They play surprisingly physical, and we'll have to play very well to win the game tonight.
In the win Monday at UAB, they hit 10 threes. That's not a big surprise. They also hold UAB to 0 3. UAB goes 0 of 10 from 3 on Monday night.
Yeah, I think that may be more of a function of just UAB having an off shooting night and not getting as good looks as they should. We're going to get some good looks. We'll make some threes. But the key is to not give them 10 and come off those shooters. UAB did a good job defensively. But this is an excellent offensive team. They're hard to guard. The back cutting is really good. They actually line you up into isolation matchups. They drive at you, and they do some things to put the wrong guys on the right people, and then create challenging closeouts. And we just got to do a good job of defending the rim without fouling, and not come off shooters. And then I think the big thing is just taking care of the ball. They're not going to turn it over. They only turn it over 9 times a game. We do rely a great deal on turning our opponents over. That creates a lot of offense for us, and it creates easy baskets. It creates some excitement. Whereas this is just going to be more of a grind game. And so, we've got to value possessions, meaning we've got to get good shots. We've got to make shots. We've got to make our free throws because we're just not going to have as many possessions in this game. And, there won't be a lot of teams that we play like this, but this is a team that, again, it reminds me of a team like Yale that turned it into a half-court game, and we weren't able to finish.
What is the key in defending a team that will run the clock as much as this team will tonight?
We'll press them 94 feet, see if we can turn them over a little bit. They'll be smart enough to be able to kind of withstand our pressure, and then every now and then get a couple of easy baskets. And so we got to do a good job of preventing that. And then the drop back, just being solid, pressure the basketball, do the things we need to do with covering, see if we can extend them. But not foul. Be aggressive without foul. They'll turn the ball over more against us than they will the average bear. But just not overcook things too much. And you have to sort of play at the tempo of a team that wants to play this way. You really don't have much choice. They're too good. They take too good of the ball. If you sped them up too much, Andy, they'd be getting easy basket after easy basket. So we've got to play a game that's going to be in the 60s or the 70s tonight. Hopefully it's more in the 70s than the 60s. And which therefore the margin is going to be much closer, which puts more pressure on you at the foul line, and to ultimately finish plays and have to make game-winning plays at the end.
Can you take advantage of your size tonight?
Yeah, we will. We'll get the ball inside. But for example, last year when Duke beat them, Filipowski was taken in the first round by Utah. He was one of the best centers in the country. And after 35 minutes of basketball, he had a 1 field goal attempt because every time they threw it in there to him, they double-teamed him and he had to kick it out. So I would imagine that they're going to go at Janai and make him kick that ball out. We'll get that ball in their tighter team with some advantage, disadvantage. But how we handle the inside out and whether or not we make good passes, don't turn the ball over kicking it inside out because they do a good job rotating, making some shots and taking advantage of those advantage, disadvantage closeouts will go a long way to determine how good we'll be offensively.
What do you expect from your 3 new quarterbacks running your offense tonight?
Well, they're going up against a really veteran player who's the player of the year in that league. Very physical guard, 6'5", and kind of a physical guard like of the body type of an Allen Flanagan, and he'll just back our guys down, try to score in. Also a left-hander, doesn't shoot it very well. So we're gonna have to be able to defend him inside, keep him off the boards, not let him get to the rim, make him settle for pull-up jump shots, and be able to withstand his ball pressure. But I do think we'll be playing those 3 point guards, JP, Tahad, and Denver.
Wish you all the best tonight. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Hey, parents and kids, it's a perfect time for students to read their way to the Iron Bowl in AEA's Be a Champion and Read contest. AEA wants to help K-6 students be academic champions, just like the Auburn Tigers. Students who participate in the Be a Champion and Read challenge could win 3 tickets to the Iron Bowl and a chance to take the field on game day. Ask your teacher about contest rules. Encourage your child to be an AEA champion reader and win a trip to the 2024 Iron Bowl.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
We are zeroing in on the season opener. Brad Law, Coach Randall Dickey going to go through some keys here. And first is health. The pregame medical report presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and every Auburn Athletics home event. And Auburn is healthy, and that's a good sign. Miles Kelly, not 100% through all of preseason practices, but Tigers think he's 100% good to go tonight. And let's start there with Miles and the other newcomers. What kind of nerves are they experiencing, and what can happen in this game, Coach, to get those guys settled in early on?
Oh, I think you got to start defensively. You got to be really aggressive. Get those guys out, use their length, let them play in the open court, knock the jitters off early.
They don't have anybody on the roster taller than 6'9", and those two 6'9" guys, I mean, they're not going to play 30 minutes or anything in the game. So you heard Coach Pearl say they're going to double Janai. They'll double anytime the ball goes inside. What are some other ways that Auburn's size, their height, their length can be an advantage tonight?
Well, I think the biggest thing is you got to run those guys off the three-point line and force them to the basket and utilize our bigs. I think Auburn's got one of the top 5, maybe top 10 front line courts in America with the experience with Broome and Cardwell and Chaney. The addition of Hudson gives them great depth, and they're big. They defend the basket well. Force those guys off the three-point line, make them drive the basketball toward the basket, and utilize your size there.
Speaking of driving to the basket, stressing the rim is going to be important for Auburn from an offensive perspective. If they're successful doubling Auburn's bigs, and you can't run the offense through those guys, what are some other ways to stress the rim offensively tonight?
Well, I think the biggest thing is you could step your bigs off the block about a half a step or 2 steps further. It increases the distance of the double team coming to you. It opens up alleyways and windows that you can skip past across the court. You can also send cutters to the basket, which makes the defense has to collapse, and then a shooter floats open for a wide open 3, and you're off to the races when you hit a couple of those.
For guys like Ja'Kai Howard and Tahad Pettiford, they're going to play in their first ever college game. When you were coaching, what would you tell freshmen who are going to go out there and maybe play a big role in the first game of the year?
It's just like practice, but a lot more fun.
Love that. All right. Coach, thank you very much. Looking forward to this game and this season with you and the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, on the call. We are getting set for tip-off of the season opener here at Neville Arena. The crowd is filing in. We are going to have a lot of fun tonight. Coach's keys to the game are presented by Kia of Auburn, where you, yes you, are always number one. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip. Tigers, Catamounts coming up from Neville Arena. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
I was so excited when I heard this sandwich was back. What's up? This is Mike.
And this is Celia.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich
is the symphony of flavors. You can always count on that crispy, tender, juicy chicken. It's so good.
My favorite part is the pimento cheese. Topped off with the honey, it all comes together perfectly. I like the original.
I like the spicy chicken fillet. But either way,
you're getting a winner.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting five.
Left corner, Pegues, another three ball. Yeah! Rebound, weak side, Broom. Back to the top. Pegues, three. Bang!
JP Pegues, Nashville, Tennessee, Hillsborough High School.
Top of the circle, Denver Jones. Open for a three. Yep.
Oh, just a catch, turn, and shoot. He didn't put down a dribble. He squared his shoulders, knocked it home.
Backdoor, Jones for the jam.
Denver Jones, Newmarket, Alabama, Memphis Day Academy.
Inbound pass knocked away. There's Mazzara. Ahead, Pegues. Mazzara, double hand dunk. Oh, baby.
That's how you run the break off a quick change like that, off a turnover. Baker Mazzara with the deflection to start the break, and then they let him finish it.
Chad Baker Mazzara, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Colonia High School.
Chad Baker Mazzara, top of the circle, lob, Broom, under, left hand, good. Down the left side of the lane, hands to Janai, down the lane, spins, left hand, yes!
Janai Broom, Plant City, Florida, Tampa Catholic High School.
Pegues, down the right sideline, Chad, lob, Cardwell, rebound, jam, Dylan, the cap, Cardwell.
Dylan Cardwell, Augusta, Georgia, McEachern High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn was 27-8 last season, finished 13-5 in the SEC. Bruce Pearl enters his 11th season on the Plains, a record of 201-19 in his 30th season. As a college head coach, a record of 662 and 264. This Vermont team opened its season with a 5-point win at UAB on Monday. 1-0 on the season for the Catamounts, ranked number 79 in the Ken Pom poll. John Becker out of Catholic University, graduate of 1990, is in his 14th season at Vermont. His record is 309-120. In his 16th season as a head coach, a record of 315-164. Shamir Bogues runs the point, 6'4" senior from Killen, Texas. 13 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist for the America East defensive player and first team All-America East selection from a season ago. On the wings, TJ Hurley, a 6'5" junior from Pelham, Ontario, out of the Rock School in Gainesville, Florida. Great range on his three-point shot. Scored 20 points, a career high, matching on Monday against UAB with 2 points and 2 rebounds. Left-hander TJ Long on the other wing, a 6'4" junior from Rockville Center, New York. 10 points, 3 rebounds Monday against the Blazers. On the inside, Nick Fiorillo, a 6'8" grad student out of Scarborough, Maine, a point, 3 rebounds, has played on 4 America East championship teams with the Catamounts. And Iliri Iofalia, a 6'8" redshirt senior from Lebanon, Pennsylvania, a transfer from Rhode Island, who scored 9 points with 6 rebounds on Monday and is perfect from the free throw line. This is a team that's averaging 67 points a game after game one, holding opponents to 62%. And in spite of the fact, Randall Dickey, that were out-rebounded by 14 Monday night. They held the Blazers 0 of 10 from 3 while making 10 threes of their very own.
Offset that is they made 11 baskets. They made 22 baskets off 11 assists. That's an outstanding ratio. Being productive of sharing the basketball, it shows their skill level on the perimeter. It'll be something the Tigers will have to contend with tonight.
56th consecutive sellout for Auburn basketball in this season opener tonight against Vermont. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. The fact that Vermont had 10 threes Monday is no big surprise. As a matter of fact, dating back to last season, they have gone over at least 10 threes or more 16 times, 15 times last year, and the opener on Monday night.
Well, I think that when you spoke about Coach Becker's career, he's won the league 7 times in the last 12 years. Outstanding program. He gets very good players. He gets medium-sized players with great skill. He allows them to shoot the ball. They play a little bit more methodical than the Auburn Tigers want to play. And I think that's one thing that the Auburn has to do is establish the will of how we're going to play this game in the tempo.
Vermont wants to play this game in the 60s tonight. Auburn would like to at least get it into the 70s tonight.
Well, I think that's one thing that this team, the new team at Auburn, which is an old group, but we're incorporating some new players that are integral parts. So being able to learn to play against a team like this, establish your will, and that we're going to play a certain way, especially in our house, is going to be a test for us. The first 12, 15 minutes, I'm anxious to see how we handle that.
The officials tonight, Pat Adams, Terry Oglesby, and Hunter Allen. Auburn in the home white trousers and jerseys tonight with the blue numerals lettering and the orange trim. Vermont with the gold tops and bottoms tonight with the green lettering and white trim here tonight. It is the opener for Auburn. The Tigers follow this one up tonight, going to number 4 Houston on Saturday night, and an 8:30 start at the Toyota Center. But first things first, this is a very tough opener for Auburn's home opener here tonight in the Catamounts of Vermont.
It is, and I'm anxious to see how the size factor is contribute to the Auburn Tigers early. Playing Cardwell at center at 6'11", about 260. Playing Broom, which is an All-American, at 6'10", about 245. It's going to be interesting to see how Vermont handles that strength down low.
Auburn feels that Vermont will try to come out and be physical against Auburn in spite of the fact that Auburn is bigger than the Catamounts. Tigers win the tap. We're underway in the 24-25 season. J.P. Pegues across midcourt, left wing for Jones. Right wing it goes. Chad Baker-Mazara down the lane, inside the arc to the corner. Denver, 3, no. Weak side rebound, tapped up, it's missed, and here is Vermont the other way.
It's a really nice set play to try to get Denver Jones open early. Got him a good look, it just didn't go down.
Shamir Bogues runs the point, gets a screen, goes right wing, cut off by J.P. Pegues. Tries to back down Pegues, throws top of the circle for Long. Long picks up the dribble, loses it. Chad Baker-Mazara behind the back dribble at midcourt, and he's fouled.
That's one thing Auburn does. Their length is going to give a lot of teams a lot of problems, but deflections, having active hands, created that turnover. Great job by Dylan Cardwell.
This is a team that rarely turns the ball over. The fact that Auburn gets a turnover forced in the first minute is remarkable. They only averaged 9 turnovers a game a year ago. Now, Auburn, of course, was able to generate almost 13 turnovers a game by opponents last season.
Well, that's another thing that I said. I think it's really important to establish your will of how we're going to play. Defensively dictates that. And it doesn't show up until you get to the offensive end.
Just the start of things. Chad Baker-Mazara, stop and pop. Shot good from about 18 feet in the key.
Oh, he picks up right where he left off a year ago, is pulling up and shooting a nice jump shot.
Got a screen on the wing, drove to the key, knocked it home. 2-0 Auburn, 19 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. Make that the first half of a play. Bogues, 6'4", talented point guard. Top of the circle. Picked up by J.P. Pegues, 15 to shoot. That's not a big deal. Long drive to the hole, kicks it right wing. 3 ball, up and good by Ayo Bayali.
Made a little bit of a defensive mistake. We ran those guys off the 3-point line, but we did not close out very good and got it.
They all shoot the 3. They all shoot the 3. 3-2 Vermont, 18.5 to go in the first. Broom, left wing Jones. Low post, Dylan Cardwell. Into the lane, out to the top, right wing, Chad Baker-Mazara, the 3-point makeup.
Bang, bang, right off the bat, 2 for 2 for Mazara. You get him started, the sky's the limit.
5-3 Auburn, 18-11 to go in the first half of play.
What a skip pass by Cardwell also, finding that window, skipping it across court.
Hurley works on J.P. Pegues, top of the circle after a screen, drives down the lane, Off the glass, he didn't get it. Weak side rebound, Cardwell. Ahead to Pegues. Left side, Denver Jones. To the corner. Chad Baker-Mazzara, another three. In and out. Rebound fought for to the floor. Broom had it, lost it. It goes out of bounds, and it will go to Vermont.
One thing that turned in on that transition, Andy, on that time, we ran those guys off the perimeter. We're picking up right at midcourt, forcing those guys to drive toward our front line size.
17:41 in the first. Auburn 5, Vermont 3. Vermont basketball. Bogues, a senior from Texas. Transfer from Charleston State. Drives right wing, picked up by Pegues. Drives into the lane, goes up with the left hand. He missed it short. Rebound, Broom. Looks for the outlet. Janai will bring the ball up the floor. Across midcourt on the left-hand dribble. Hands the ball there to Jones between the circles for Pegues. Between the center circle and the top of the key. Broom, left wing at Denver, goes baseline. To the basket, yes!
Auburn is establishing their offense, being aggressive, going to the basket, but it's coming from the defense as we're running those guys off the perimeter, forcing them to the big guys down low.
Auburn traps on the wing. They get the ball between the circles. Fiorillo hands the ball right side for Hurley. Double team there. Near the corner, brings it back out to the right wing. Top of the circle for Io Falia. Falia, 19-footer, put it up, missed it. Rebound tap, still loose. Bogues had it. Ball is tapped into the backcourt for Vermont. Left wing Bogues, down to the low post. To the right wing it goes. Io Falia drives to the hole, put it up, block and a foul against Chad Baker-Mazzara.
That's okay. We're going to force those guys to drive the ball to the basket, make them finish at the rim. Even though we foul that time, it's a pretty good established to send a message that if you come in here, you're not going to get an easy layup.
Illyri Iofalia at the line. Redshirt senior, 6'8", 210 out of Lebanon, Pennsylvania. A transfer from Rhode Island. At the line for a couple. And the free throw is good. He has yet to miss this season.
He's a really nice player. He got a nice three-point shot when we floated open a while ago. Got to the free throw line, and he has got a great wrist on him, so got to be careful of that in case the game is close down the stretch.
It's a good free throw shooting team, this Vermont squad. And the second free throw is good as well. That cuts the lead to 2. Into the lineup for the Tigers, a trio for Auburn. Cheney Johnson, Tahad Pettiford, and Ja'Kai Howard into the lineup for Auburn. 7-5 is the score. Auburn on top, Tiger basketball. Pettiford works against Bogues, behind the back dribble, brings it between the circles, takes it right wing, Chad Baker-Mazzara. To the top, Pettiford, now Cheney Johnson. Lobs it down the right side of the lane for Broom, pulls it out, head fake, 3-ball. Janai, yes!
It's unbelievable how Janai has really worked hard this past summer, worked on his perimeter game.
10-5 Auburn. They break the Auburn press, get it to the low post. Fiorillo had it, lost it, ball goes out of bounds. And Vermont will keep it with 22 to shoot. 10-5 Auburn, 16:04 in the first half of play. Auburn is open 2 of 4 from 3.
That was an outstanding three-point shot by Janai. It's a step-back three. Just shows how much he's worked hard on his game.
Out to the top, Bogues works on Pettiford. Down inside the arc, top of the circle now for long range 3-0. Rebound pulled in by Cheney Johnson. Up the right sideline to Tahad Pettiford. Pettiford on the right-hand dribble. Wants a screen from Cheney, gets a screen. Behind the back dribble. 3-ball Pettiford. It's no good, tapped up and missed. And the rebound pulled in by Long for Vermont. Ahead to Bogues. Leaves for Long, right wing. Into the corner. Hurley, 3-ball short. And the rebound Pettiford for Auburn.
The defense forced them to take a quick shot then. They do not want to play that way.
Right wing Cheney Johnson near the sideline. Gets the ball back out to the top for Tahad Pettiford. 18 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers reset the offense. Pettiford, a screen from Broom. Now to Janai. Long look at a three. Takes that three. Missed it long. And the rebound on the weak side for Bogues for Vermont. Up the right sideline for the Catamounts. Centers it with a pass for Fiorillo. Fiorillo provides a screen. Picks up the dribble. Bounce pass to the low post. Through the lane. Out of bounds. That should be Auburn ball. Nope. They're going to give it to Vermont. Looked like Long was the last one to touch it. We've got a timeout. 15 minutes to go in the first half. Auburn 10, Vermont 5. Hey, great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. It's the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical.
Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra oomph. I go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. I get into the sweetness of the honey, then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/go Tigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
15 minutes to go in the first half. Auburn 10, Vermont 5. Good start for Auburn from the floor. Auburn is 4 of 8, 2 of 6 from 3. Vermont 1 of 6 from the field and 1 of 4 from 3. Early on, Catamounts out rebounding Auburn 5-4. Both teams with a foul in this first 5 minutes of tonight's action. Initial impressions of this ball game right now, Randy?
Well, I think the game plan by the Auburn Tigers is really falling into place. They're picking up high defensively, forcing those guys off the three-point line to the basket. Even though the only basket that Vermont has made has been a three, that was a defensive breakdown, and they will work on that as the season goes on, establishing a better closeout, but forcing the basketball toward the front line, which Auburn definitely has a size advantage.
Sam Alamuto into the lineup, a redshirt junior at 6'5" out of Ajax, Ontario. He comes in at the 3, replacing Nick Fiorillo. For Auburn, the 5 to Hot Pettiford, Ja'Kai Howard. Miles Kelly now into the Auburn lineup with Chaney Johnson and Janai Broom underneath.
Kind of working on those combinations, Andy, as far as who's played well together, what group is the starters, the lead that gets us off to a good start, and who is the spark off the bench.
18 to shoot for Vermont. Ball out of bounds, baseline left, Long will trigger. Throws it, ball deflected out of bounds by the big Janai Broom. Broom already 3 points and a rebound in 5 minutes of action. Now they trigger in front of the Auburn bench down the sideline. Alamuto off the inbound, almost out of bounds in front of that Auburn bench. Alamuto gets a screen, spins, ball knocked away, and it's Pettiford that's going to get called for a reach-in. Thought he had a steal. He was all alone at the other end of the floor when Pat Adams blew the whistle.
Well, you can see this group is even more aggressive, really extending the defense, being active with their hands. Just unfortunately, we kind of got caught with a foul there.
Auburn really loves the defensive potential of Tahad Pettiford out on the perimeter. Near steal. Chaney Johnson went for it, didn't quite get it. Alamuto at the right wing for Vermont. 10-5 Auburn, 14:46 in the first. Down the left side, drive to the hole by Young. Long put it up. It was blocked by Broom. Rebounded Howard. Ahead, Miles Kelly races free throw line. Pull up, 15-footer, no, short. And goes out of bounds.
Just the offense is created by the defensive pressure, the long arms, the block shot turned into a transition offense. Kelly, I think, just kind of got caught up in the air, and they kind of rushed him from behind, and that's a hard shot when you're on the move and somebody comes in from behind and kind of scares you just a little bit, and your touch is not as good.
Seth Joba into the lineup for Vermont, 6'9" junior from Orchard Park, New York. 10-5 Auburn, 14:34 in the first. Joba off the inbound pass. They go up the left sideline for Alamuto. Alamuto down the left sideline, picked up by Howard. Kind of forces his way in, kicks it to the corner. 3 ball by Joba, missed. Rebound pulled in by Chaney Johnson for Auburn. Johnson outlets up the right sideline for Pettiford. Brings it to the left wing, Miles Kelly. He'll pop a 3. Nope. Weak side rebound, Vermont. Good job of boxing out by the Catamounts, but they can't quite control the ball up the sideline, and it's out of bounds off Sean Blake, and Auburn gets the ball back.
I think if that's one thing that we could improve on, the Tigers need to go to the offensive glass a little bit more. Try to get a stick back, put back. Sometimes you'll get a three-point play opportunity off that.
Auburn's gone over 2 minutes without scoring. Kelly, straightaway three. Short. Rebound to Vermont, and then out of bounds off of Chaney Johnson.
I don't think there's any doubt that Miles knows his role up to this point in the season right off the bat is to be the spark off the bench. Got 3 shots up already, and he's probably played less than a minute.
Broom and Pettiford out. Denver Jones and Dylan Cardwell back in for Auburn. Auburn presses. The inbound throw it right to Cardwell at the free throw line. Pull-up jumper, banked up. Nobody gets the putback. Dunk. Oh, they're going to wipe it off.
Oh, me.
Basket interference against Dylan Cardwell.
Oh, man.
And let's see if they take a look at this one. Bruce Pearl would like for them to take a look at it.
Well, I think Coach Pearl is correct. I think the guy was trying to take a charge and caused him to miss the first initial shot. But what a relentless effort by Cardwell to get his and try to stick it back in.
13:59 in the first. Looked like he may have been in the rim when he put that one in. 10-5 Auburn. Vermont basketball. Alamuto around a screen and a whistle. It's going to be a moving screen. A moving screen on Noah Barnett, a redshirt freshman out of Poughkeepsie, New York.
I think Barnett let Ja'Kai Howard kind of welcomed him to the Division I basketball.
Okay.
He kind of jarred his teeth right there on the screen, that's for sure.
Dental work appears to be all right now for Ja'Kai.
But I'm excited about Ja'Kai. He's going to be a crowd favorite for the Auburn Tigers in the future. Tremendous athlete, shoots it pretty good, and that part of his game is really going to get better. But, oh, my goodness, how athletic he is.
2 of the veteran officials, Pat Adams and Terry Oglesby, talking before Auburn inbounds. I'm not sure what, perhaps. I don't know if they could go back and look at that basket interference by Dillon later. I'm not certain. Auburn ball. Right wing Howard, left-hand drive into the lane, to the hole, put it up, blocked out of bounds. Vermont wanted that one out of bounds off Howard. Nicely defended down the lane by Io Falia. Auburn ball. Inbound into the corner, Howard. To the wing, left side, Jones. Top of the circle, Cardwell. Low post, Howard turns, shoots, no foul.
Really an active player. Ja'Kai Howard's going to be an outstanding player, Andy, in his Auburn Tiger, because he is so quick. He's athletic as all get in. He plays above the rim, but he gets to one spot to the other. About as good as a freshman that you could ask for.
Io Falia is called for the foul, his first, and Howard's first collegiate free throw is missed left. 10-5 Auburn, 13:38 to go. Auburn, 2 of its last 10 from the field, has gone 238 without scoring. Howard's second free throw, and he missed both. Rebound to Vermont.
Freshman's a bit nervous right now, but he'll settle down as time goes on.
Alamuto running the point with Bogues on the bench for the Catamounts. At the left sideline. Whistle, foul away from the ball. I think this is going to go against Ja'Kai Howard. It is.
Yeah.
A hold away from the ball by the freshman out of Boston. He was the Kings Hawaiian National Slam Dunk champ.
Well, he's going to give the Auburn Tigers lots of highlights above that rim this year and for years to come.
Inbound down the right sideline for Alamuto, picked up by Miles Kelly. 10-5 Auburn, Vermont ball, 13-19 first half. Alamuto, into the corner it goes for Io Falia. Falia inside the arc, tries to drive on Ja'Kai. Uses that right arm, spins, pull or turnaround jumper, it's good for Io Falia.
Just an experienced guy, played at Rhode Island, really good player, good transfer.
He has all 7 of the points for the Catamounts. Auburn's lead is 3. Jones inside the arc, pulls up. Low post, Chaney Johnson. Outside the lane, left side. Backs his way in. Turns to the baseline. Head fake, goes, score.
Really good move. Nice one-on-one move by Chaney Johnson. Outstanding.
Auburn had gone 3-09 without scoring. There's a steal. Left wing Kelly from Jones. Yes!
Yes! 3 ball by Kelly. Get him going. He's a big spark off the bench.
5 straight points for Auburn. Tigers at 15-7. 12:26 to go. in the first half. That's 5 turnovers for Vermont here in the first half of play.
Auburn's length, their quickness, and how hard they're playing is really affecting Vermont.
Hurley down the left sideline. Iofalia picks up the dribble inside the arc. Back to Hurley, left wing. Down to the baseline. Pushed off. 19-footer left side short. Rebound Miles. Up the sideline. Ja'Kai Howard. Howard to the wing. To the basket. Goes up and he's fouled. Sam Alamuto will be whistled for the infraction. His first. Ja'Kai goes back to the line to shoot 2. 11:59 to go in the first half. Auburn 15, Vermont 7. Hey, the first half tonight presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Auburn University, we're not just learners, we're doers. In every corner of the state, Auburn men and women put knowledge to work, fueling the state's economy and building healthier, more prosperous communities. We partner with local leaders to solve local challenges and create access to opportunities that benefit all. To learn how Auburn's at work in your community, visit auburn.edu/acrossalabama. This message is sponsored by Auburn University, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP.
You deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
You deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port, Chicago, Illinois.
Brad Law back at Neville Arena checking the Yellowwood scoreboard. Historic night in the SEC. John Calipari does what a lot of states did last night. Makes the move from blue to red as he leaves the Kentucky blue for the Arkansas red. First game as a Hogs head coach. Well, Arkansas trails Lipscomb 17-14. They played just 11 minutes there. His teams at Kentucky would start slowly in the first half in non-conference games, and they have tonight. The other the other SEC team in action, LSU, they lead ULM 18-15, 9 minutes gone by in that matchup. Here, Auburn leads Vermont 15-7, 12 minutes to go in half number 1. Back to Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
5 turnovers for Vermont in this first half, 4 in the last 3 minutes. Auburn has turned that into 5 points. They have looked during this break, the officials, at the putback by Dylan Cardwell that was ruled basket interference. I don't know if they have ruled on that yet.
Would they be allowed to change that?
I believe they have. I think so. I think that was the case. So it should be 17-7 if that is the case. Yeah, I think that is the case. We don't see it on the scoreboard yet. But just judging from Terry Oglesby as he looked our way, I think they have given Dylan Cardwell that putback, and it should be Auburn 17, Vermont 7. Although the official scoring nor the scoreboard reflects that yet. And Ja'Kai Howard's at the line for 2. Maybe I was misreading what Terry Oglesby was saying, that it was a 2-shot foul with Howard at the line. Free throw by Ja'Kai off the iron and no good.
He's really nervous right off the bat. One thing that Auburn has done is they have sustained in all their interchangeable lineups. Their defensive presence has been very good.
All right, Dylan's basket is not allowed. We're finally getting that ruling. So it remains now 16-7 on the made free throw by Ja'Kai Howard.
Andy, call on the floor was confirmed. Basket interference.
All right. They break the press with one pass. TJ Long races up to the front court. Auburn 16 and Vermont 7. 11:51 on the counting clock in the first half. Bogues back in at the point. Gets a screen left wing. Cardwell. The shot is in the corner. Dillon was able to alter that. And here is Jones the other way for Auburn. Denver on the left wing. Crossover dribble goes baseline. Gets knocked down. Maintains the dribble somehow. Gets back to his feet and brings it to the top of the circle. 11.5 in the first. 16 on the shot clock. Auburn up 16-7. Cardwell to Denver. Denver looking underneath. Off the left side, Miles Kelly. Long three. Yes!
Ooh, wow, what a three ball. Right off of the down screen. Really nice set play.
19-7 Tigers. 11-12 in the first half. Kelly missed his first 3 shots. He has made his last 2 threes.
Right off the bat, he's going to be instant offense because he is not shy about putting it up, but he's making some baskets now.
Bogues, top of the circle. Odom for 3. Good.
Yeah, Hudson made a little bit of a defensive mistake there. He got one step too far off his man. Could not close out on the perimeter jumper.
The 3 by Shai Odom, the first point by anybody else other than Iofalia. 10:40 first half, Auburn 19-10. Denver Jones left wing 3, nope, foul.
Oh, he's going to get a 3-point.
Yeah, Bogues called for the foul, and Denver, who sold it very well, goes to the line to shoot. Trey.
This is an interesting group here. This is the third point guard with Denver Jones running the point. Notoriously a shooting guard. It's kind of how we recruited him as a shooting guard.
Denver, a career 86% free throw shooter.
One of the best.
First, he's good. He's going to come out, I think, in a moment because Pettiford is over there along with Pegues and Broom.
It's always fun to see him at the free throw line.
86% in his career. 86% for Auburn a year ago. The second of 3. Good.
All those young guys behind us in the jungle, they just holler splash.
(21-10) Tigers. 10:37 in the first half. Splash.
Really good.
He'll come out. Pegues is back in. Jaheim Hudson, they call him Turtle, gets his first action along with Chris Moore tonight. Auburn's used everybody here in the first half that's going to be in the rotation throughout this season.
I think it's a system that they really believe in, and it's really paid dividends over the past few years, is playing a lot of players.
Auburn has made its last 3 field goals, its last 4 free throws. The Tigers lead 22-10. Long drives, pulls it, kicks it to the corner. 3-ball, Joba missed. Drives, shoots short. Rebound pulled in by Pegues. Auburn the other way. JP across midcourt to the right wing for Hudson. Turtle to JP, gets the ball back, takes a look at the bench. Right wing, Chris Moore. 10 minutes to go, first half, foul away from the ball. I think this will go against Seth Joba, a junior from Orchard Park, New York, and Bridgeton High School. That will be his first.
Looked like Janai was trying to establish a little bit of a post up on that block, and defender kind of bumped him off.
Moore out, and Baker Mazzara back in for Auburn. Auburn flattens it out to the baseline. Turtle will trigger baseline right, lobs for Chad Baker Mazzara. Low post, Broom, turns up with the left hand, no. Tapped up and missed, got it again. Head fake twice, ball blocked, got it back to the top. Now Pettiford with a new shot clock for Auburn, it's down to 12. Pegues running the show for Auburn. Right hand dribble. JP, long 3. Yes!
That's a serious splash from that deep. What a shot.
Broom kept that one alive about 5 times to get rebounds, and then Pegues finishes it with a 3, and Auburn leads by 15. 9:28 in the first half.
Pegues seems like he just has a great feel of what's going on the floor.
Pegues inside the arc, right side, picked up by Pettiford. Backs his way down to the baseline, loses the ball out of bounds. Auburn basketball. Turnover number 6 against the Catamounts. Can't tell you how unusual that is. I'll try, though.
Well,
Sean Blake in, and Bogues come out for Vermont.
The Tigers are having a little bit of their way with the
15-3 run right now, Randall. 6-0 run for the Tigers. Tigers up 25-10. Broom at this point. Leaves for Pegues. Another long three. Yes, it
Big
rattled
splash
in.
indeed. What a shot by J.B. Pegues. He is really looking good early in the season.
It's a 21-3 run right now, friends. 28-10 Tigers. 8:45 on a counting clock in the first half. Io Falia to the right wing for Hurley. Goes baseline, through the lane, off the left side. Out to the left wing, 10 to shoot. Goes baseline, cut off by Broom. Goes down, gets it to the sideline. Long, 3 to shoot. Long to the corner, 3 ball, no, but Broom got him. I think Hurley will be the one. Yeah, Hurley will go to the line to shoot 3. As Janai got just a little aggressive on that 3-point shot in the corner right in front of the Auburn bench.
It's one of those most outstanding series defensively that you could have, and devastating at the end when you foul right at the last second. But you really got to give the Tigers credit. Their effort is sensational.
Hurley out of Pelham, Ontario. His first of 3 is good. He played his high school basketball at the Rock School in Gainesville, Florida. A member of the America East All-Rookie team 2 years ago.
We don't want to give him too many of this. This is the first time he's got an open look, and he ends up going to make both of them.
Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit mindy@paradise.com. Hurley has made his first 2 free throws, has yet to miss this season. Odom comes out. And the third free throw is good for TJ Hurley. 28-13 Auburn. Tigers have made 5 of their last 7, and 4 of those 5 are threes.
That's true. It's a great teaching point there on the defensive end, just not to foul at the end of the shot clock.
Pegues, Hudson, baseline, Chad Baker-Mazara cut off, throws it. It never got to Broom, but it comes back to Chad Baker. 15 to shoot. Baker at the right wing, lobs it, Broom. Outside the arc, spins to the baseline, goes up, ball was blocked, and the rebound pulled in by Vermont. And then there's a steal. Chad Baker-Mazara ahead, Broom with the double hand hammer. Timeout, Vermont.
The catamounts have got to stop the bleeding somehow. And the only way to do that is the seesaw movement.
7 turnovers for Vermont. Auburn, 0. 7:56 in the first. Auburn 30, Vermont 13. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
The Alabama Department of Public Health reminds you, don't wait, vaccinate. Stay current on all vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM to learn more.
7:56 to go in the first. Auburn 30, Vermont 13. Vermont has 7 turnovers, Auburn none. And Auburn has scored 10 points off of those turnovers in this first half. It was an interesting reaction by Janai Broom on that two-handed dunk. He heard a whistle. I think he thought that he was getting teed up because perhaps he hung on the rim. The whistle was, no, that's a Vermont timeout.
He sort of got sandwiched in between two players, and I'm kind of like him. I felt like he kind of got fouled. You've always got to protect. You can let the guys play physical, but you got to protect the shooter anywhere on the floor, especially around the basket.
Alamuto, Sean Blake also back in. Auburn is 50% from the three-point line at 6 of 12. Vermont 2 of 8, shooting 25% from 3. Auburn presses the inbound to Alamuto, and he will bring the ball up the floor, greeted by Chad Baker-Mazara just across midcourt. Right-hand dribble against CBM. Gets a screen right side, picked up by Hudson. Back to the right side, they go to the corner. Three ball blocked over there by Cardwell. Rebounded by Chad Baker-Mazara, up the middle of the floor. Top of the circle, down the left side, kicks it on the wing. Dillon looked at a three, didn't take it. Out to the top for Pettiford. Now to Pegues between the rings. 18 to shoot. Left wing Chad Baker-Mazara. Gets a screen from Cardwell. Cardwell dives down to the low post. Chad Baker-Mazara three, good.
Well, he's really gotten better as well, Andy, and that's a three-point shot over the top of the hand and a tough defender.
8 points for Chad Baker-Mazara, and Auburn leads by 20. Alamuto works on CBM across midcourt. Top of the circle, off the left side, dump it to the low post. Ball comes to, and a dunk is taken in by Nick Fiorillo. He got a kind of carom, and he was open for the two-hand stuff.
Well, they ran him off the three-point line, forced him to the basket, but we didn't cover down. Didn't when they switched the men.
Auburn 4 of its last 5. Chad Baker-Mazara, another three ball. Yes.
Well, he's on fire,
Buddy, is he ever. 11 for Chad Baker, the three-point maker. 36-15 Tigers, 6:30 to go in the first half. Auburn is 8 of 14 from 3 in the first half. Alamuto to the right wing, drives around Pegues to the baseline, kicks it into the corner. Blake down to the low post, Fiorillo up, short-armed it. Rebound to Turtle, outlet to Pegues. Left wing, Chad Baker-Mazara. Crossover dribble, another three, no. The rebound pulled in by Alamuto the other way for Vermont. You knew he was going to take that shot, didn't you?
Well, one thing that he's a rhythm shooter, and when he catches the ball in rhythm, he's an effective three-point shooter, but that time he tried to create his own.
Into the corner left side, long for three, didn't get it. Rebound Blake into the post, ball stripped out of there. By J.P. Pegues. Pegues across midcourt, left wing for Tahad Pettiford. Goes baseline, left a man in his wake. Shot is missed, almost an air ball. And the rebound on the weak side for Iofalia. 36-15 Auburn, 5:28 first half of play. Iofalia against Turtle. Picks up the dribble in the key. Alamuto back underneath Iofalia. Low post Fiorillo. Kicks it to the corner. Three ball Blake. Nope, weak side rebound Pegues. Auburn looks to break. Across midcourt, Pegues control. At the left wing. Looks underneath, low post, Cardwell to the top, Turtle. Right wing, Pettiford to the corner. Chad Baker, short, and the rebound pulled in off the weak side by Alamuto. 4:58 first half. Alamuto across midcourt. Great ball movement by Auburn that time. And Alamuto loses the handle. He is fouled by Chad Baker-Mazara. It'll be the second on the senior out of Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic. Here comes Chaney Johnson. Here comes Ja'Kai Howard. And Miles Kelly for Auburn.
Yeah, I don't think you can fault Chad Baker for his effort. Sometimes you play as really hard as you can play, but it's a little bit of a frustration makeup of missing the three-point shot.
Hurley looking for an inbound. Lobs it down to the baseline for Alamuto near the corner. Working on Howard. Bumps into him twice, goes baseline. Around Ja'Kai. Underneath, shot is up, and it is good by Noah Barnett, and he's fouled in the play. That was a nice, patient offensive set for Vermont. And Noah Barnett, a redshirt freshman out of Poughkeepsie, New York, who had 8.6 rebounds Monday in that 5-point win at UAB with a chance for a three-point play.
Well, one thing that seemed like when they put Ja'Kai Howard back in, they just targeted that freshman, tried to isolate him. They've drawn a couple of fouls. One-on-one, he's just not quite ready.
Pardon me. Stoppage in play after Auburn got the missed, or the rebound off the missed free throw. The foul, by the way, the second of the night for Ja'Kai Howard. I'm not sure why the game was stopped. One of the officials may have thought it was a 1-and-1. It was an and one.
Well, you got to give them just a little bit of credit.
It's
this is their first game as well.
Yeah.
as much as we don't want to.
Blake shadows Denver Jones, who brings the ball up the floor. Cross midcourt, between the legs dribble. Kicks it right wing. Howard, top of the circle. Cheney. Kelly. Cheney. Cardwell. Dillon, left hand to the top. Denver gets a screen. Drives down the left side of the lane. Throws it away. Alamuto with the steal. On the break against Kelly. Alamuto up. It may have been blocked. Rebound tap up and in on the weak side.
It's a great effort by Cheney Johnson right there. Defensively, he just didn't have any help to clean it up. He made the block, but Vermont was there to stick it back in.
Yeah, Seth Joba gets the bucket. 36-19 Auburn, 4:06 in the first. Howard outside the arc, throws it to the top. Cardwell has to sky for that one. Leaves it for Miles Kelly to the free throw line. Lobs it, kicks it left side. Cheney Johnson for three. It's no good. Oh, rebound dunk. Oh, Ja'Kai Howard.
That's one of very, very many that the Auburn Tiger fans are going to see out of Ja'Kai Howard in the future.
First official field goal is a rebound slammerino by Howard. And Vermont has to use a timeout because T.J. Hurley couldn't get the ball in.
The defensive pressure is just intense, and Vermont is not handling this crowd or the defensive pressure very well.
Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? I say yes. You try and decide. 3:41 in the first. Auburn 38, Vermont 19. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Jason Campbell.
I think the biggest thing that happened for this program was everybody put their egos to the side. Going into our senior year, Coach Nall went back to O-line coach. Coach Iseminger goes to tight end coach. And Al Borges comes in as the quarterback coach and then the new offense coordinator. But our staff stayed together. So the part that we didn't have to relearn everybody, the main person that had to make an adjustment was me, the quarterback. So the one thing Coach Borges told me he first got here, he said, you have all the skills and talent to be as good as anyone in the nation. He said, you need more opportunities. And he said, and I need to just let you play and not worry about making mistakes. When he told me that, it was like the whole weight just came off my back.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
Brad Law, courtside, Neville Arena. 3 minutes, 41 seconds to go until Conecuh halftime. That's when we will check scores from around college basketball. No surprises so far throughout the top 25 in SEC. We'll just give you the corresponding numbers. Plus, we'll give you the stats from the first half and an extensive look around a busy week and weekend in Auburn athletics. That's coming up at Conecuh halftime. Right now, Auburn on top by 19, 38-19 over Vermont. 3:41 to go in half number one. Back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
Last year, and this is from Scott Scroggins Noggin, Auburn's best first half three-point shooting-wise was 10 against Penn. Tonight, Auburn has 8 against Vermont. Still 3:41 to go in the first half.
They've been on fire from the three-point line, but the thing that has done, their defense has just been outstanding. Their size, the length of the Tigers.
Long and Bogues, two of their best shooters, scoreless in this first half. And Bogues has it near midcourt, working on Miles Kelly. 17 to shoot for Vermont. Looks left, gets the ball on the left side for Alamuto. Back to Alamuto on a drive, kicks it to the corner. Long into the lane. Joba, rather. Off the left side for Bogues. Down into the corner. Goes baseline. Bumped by Cheney. Pull up jumper. Nope.
So defensive shutout.
Shot clock violation.
Big feather in the Tigers' hat. Anytime that you get a shutout, get a team, get the shot clock to go off on them, that's a big, big opportunity to brag on the effort, the defensive prowess that the Tigers have.
Cheney Johnson lost both of his shoes playing defense that time down the floor.
Vermont is not only can't hit a shot, but they're having a hard time right now getting a shot.
Denver, right wing Howard, top of the circle. Cheney Johnson, left wing Miles Kelly. Outside the arc, left wing. Lobs it down into the left corner. Cheney Johnson goes baseline, bump, turnaround jumper, swish.
Beautiful one-on-one move. Cheney Johnson has gotten so much better. Worked very hard over the summer on his perimeter scoring and his game off the bounce.
40-19 Auburn. 2:40 to go in the first half of play. Bogues will bring the ball up the floor, greeted at midcourt by Ja'Kai Howard. Drives to the right wing, tries to bump his way inside. They just clear it out for Bogues into the lane. Kicks it left side into the corner. Drive to the hole, Purley put it up, it was blocked. Rebounded Iafallo. Into the corner, 3-ball in the air, Hurley hit the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Broom. Outlet Miles Kelly. Up the right side on the wing. Outside the arc, Miles, corner, Ja'Kai, 3, air ball. Weak side rebound pulled in by Iafallo.
Sometimes you just want it so bad, it's just doesn't come easy. Ja'Kai's kind of going through that right now.
Iafallo, head fake at 3. Got Howard off his feet. See if he tries it again. Nope, down the left side of the lane. Drives to the hole and loses it out of bounds. Auburn ball. I think he thought he had someone to pass it to on the right side.
Two athletic guys going at it. Oaya and Kawhi, they are really athletic, and that was a rim-level play.
That might have also been a block by Janai on that. Auburn ball, left wing Cheney, top of the circle, down the right side, bump twice, bump thrice, up, good.
Just the Tiger size, way too much for Vermont right now. They're just kind of having their way offensively, kind of any angle.
Cheney Johnson with 6 points off the bench, 42-19 Auburn. They've gone almost 3 minutes without scoring, talking about Vermont. Iafallo working it up the floor against Denver Jones. Bit of a size mismatch for Vermont. But Iafallo has to pick up the ball and loses it. To Miles Kelly, to the hole, Kelly, hang, shoots, no. Rebound, tap up and in, Denver Jones.
Good team basketball right there. Good deflection. Got a nice run out. Denver Jones cleaned it up off the miss.
Bogues double team. Gets rid of the ball. That should be over and back. It is. Yeah, over and back. Oh, Auburn's defense. Holy mackerel. That's turnover number 12 by Vermont. They had 5 turnovers Monday at UAB. 5.
Tigers are playing a little bit of that Waffle House defense.
Waffle House defense?
Yeah.
Please explain.
They're smothered and covered right now. The Catamounts are having a hard time seeing.
49.5 seconds ago in the first. Inbound into the backcourt for Denver Jones. 44-19 Auburn. At the top, Broom. Right side, Denver. Low post, Cheney. Turn, jump, shoot. Well.
Cheney Johnson's really working really hard, earning his spot, climbing that ladder, trying to get more time. Got to get more ticks on the clock and keep him in the game.
10-0 run by Auburn. Tigers have hit 5 of the last 7. 25 seconds in the first half. Drive to the hole. Olamuto missed it. Rebound Cheney. Outlet Denver. Auburn can work for a final shot. Broom down the lane. Lost it. And the rebound underneath for Vermont. Now the Catamounts can work for a final shot. Olamuto across midcourt. 8 seconds in the first half. Olamuto goes baseline. Head fake. Low post. Shot is up, and it is good by Barnett. And that's the way the first half comes to a close. But a first half of basketball that was dominated by Auburn. All right, the reaction by the crowd. Miles Kelly, well after the buzzer, threw the ball about 90 feet in the air and swished it. It was that kind of first half for Auburn. At the break in the season opener tonight, Auburn 46, Vermont 21. Time now for the Conecuh halftime show. This is Brad Law.
Yes, thank you very much, Andy. Yeah, Miles just kind of hooked it over his left shoulder 90 feet and made it. And the officials are looking over now. It was well after the buzzer, yeah, but just to the delight of the crowd here at Neville Arena. And there was a lot of delighting the crowd at Neville Arena in the first half for sure. Tigers on top, 46-21. We will start with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard and games involving SEC teams currently. LSU has opened up a 26-point lead over ULM. They're just before the half in Baton Rouge, 48-22 the score there. Jalen Reed with 16 points to lead the Bayou Bengals, 48-22. This was a very close game until about the 10-minute mark of the first half, and then LSU started pulling away. Arkansas has gotten up off the deck. They're on a 7-0 run right now. They've gone to the half, actually, on a 7-0 run in Fayetteville, and Arkansas now leads Lipscomb 39-28 in John Calipari's debut as the head coach of the Hogs. Looking at top 25 scores outside the SEC, third-ranked UConn, starting its bid for a third straight national championship, leads Sacred Heart 78-46, under 6 minutes to go in Stores. 17th-ranked Indiana leads SIU Edwardsville 37-27. They're late in the first half in Bloomington. And 25th-ranked Rutgers, ranked in the preseason top 25 for just the fourth time in school history. Rutgers today took care of Wagner 75-52. And coming up in about 10 minutes or so, they will get underway in Omaha, where 15th-ranked Creighton is playing host to Texas Rio Grande Valley. Here, Auburn leads Vermont 46-21 at Conecuh halftime. When we come back, we'll take a look around Auburn athletics. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
When the game hits halftime, TruckWorks drives you through 20 minutes of scores, highlights, stats,
Welcome back to Conecuh halftime at Neville Arena, where Auburn is in control. The 11th-ranked Tigers lead Vermont 46-21. Time now for a look around Auburn athletics. That is presented each and every game by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Well, women's basketball opened their season Monday night with a 65-31 win over Southern Illinois. Coach Johnny Harris's fourth Auburn team scored 23 points off of 29 turnovers.
We want to set the tone defensively, and I thought we did that. They scored 7 points in the first quarter and 8 in the second quarter. And, you know, we just had to get going offensively and score off there. We missed some easy buckets early, but we were able to settle down in that second quarter and get things going offensively.
And on top of here at Neville Arena Friday at 6 against Virginia Lynchburg. Looking ahead to the weekend, volleyball plays at Florida. That's Friday night at 6. Then Saturday morning, the number 1 ranked Auburn equestrian team squares off against the number 2 ranked team.
It's going to be a big one. You know, Texas A&M is always good. We've competed against them in the SEC championship final round the last few years. I know last year we expect them to come in. They always play us close at home. It's really tough to play on the road. They always come play us tough and close when we're at home. So we expect it to be a tight meet. It's also, you know, it's big for seeding for SECs. You want to definitely win your ones at home against conference teams. So it'll be a big one, but it's in Auburn. We get to have the Auburn family out there, and that makes such a big difference.
Jessica Braswell's Tigers get underway at 11 a.m. Saturday against the Aggies. Admission to the Auburn Equestrian Center is free. The men are in action again Saturday night in Houston. They're on Jabari Smith's Rockets' home floor against the Houston Cougars. That's a top 11 matchup that tips off at 8:30 Saturday night. We will be on the air at 8. Tonight, the Tigers lead Vermont 46-21. Conecuh halftime continues in a moment.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommendations.
SiriusXM.com.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoTigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Welcome back to the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. I've seen a lot of basketball, and I can tell you that to stay on top, you got to adapt, stay focused, and innovate. That's what wins championships. That's how Ford F-150 and the Ford Super Duty stay at the top of the truck game. For 47 consecutive years, Ford F-Series has been America's #1 selling truck because they deliver what you need to win the day. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
Halftime at Neville Arena, season opener between Auburn and Vermont. Tigers lead it by a score of 46-21. Along with Randall Dickey, Brad Law, I'm Andy Burcham. Let me give you 3 stats from the first half, comparative stats. Auburn off turnovers, 18-4 in the favor of the Tigers. Points in the paint, Auburn 14, Vermont 8. Bench points, Auburn 17, Vermont 9. Auburn continues to dominate those stats, Randall Dickey. It's going to be a very, very special year for the Tigers.
Oh, it's going to be outstanding because I think the one thing that is a trait of this program, probably one of the top 3 or 4 in the country as far as bench points. We play so many players, a lot of different combinations. Teams just have a hard time sustaining any offensive rhythm with the fresh presence that comes off the bench.
Vermont was 9th nationally a year ago. Remember, this is a Vermont team that brings back almost everyone. They only averaged 9.1 turnovers a game last season. Their season high was 15. They had 12 in the first half. Auburn with just 2, and both of those came late in the first half of play. And Auburn shot the ball so very well. 17 of 35 on the night from the field, and 8 of 18 from 3 in the first half.
Well, that's a coaching staff dream. When you shoot almost 50%, which the Tigers shot 48 first half, 44% from the three-point line. We could improve a little bit from the free throw line. We were only 4 for 7, which is not so bad, but we got to get there more. But the way the game was dictated, tempo-wise, we just shot the 3 so well, and our defense was sensational.
Pegues, Denver Jones, Baker Mazzara, Broom, and Cardwell, the original 5, out there for the Tigers. Hurley, Bogues, Long, Fiorillo, and Iofalia for Vermont to start the second half of play. The inbound knocked away by Broom. Has a breakaway to the hole, jams it.
Tigers pick up exactly where they left off. The defensive presence stole the inbound pass. What a play by Janai Broom. Shows his athletic ability and his versatile style of taking the ball to the goal.
13th turnover in the ball game for Vermont. Auburn 48, Vermont 21. Bogues. Iofalia, top of the circle, picks up the dribble after 1 inside the arc, wants to get rid of it. Backdoor pass kicked, I believe, by Denver Jones. 20 on the shot clock for Vermont.
The Tigers are really, you get a dead ball, you pick up your dribble, they are in the passing lanes, and with the Tigers' length, it's hard for Vermont to get open.
16 on the shot clock for the Catamounts. Bogues at the right wing. Picked up by Pegues and a switch down near the right baseline. Brings it back out, right side of the lane, into the lane, drives to the hole, he missed it. Rebound Broom. Outlet Pegues, middle of the floor, across midcourt, top of the circle. Right wing, Chad Baker Mazzara. Goes baseline, cut off there. Out to the top for Broom. Janai, left wing, Denver Jones. Looked at a three, instead to the top for Pegues with 14 to shoot. Auburn leads at 48-21, under 19 minutes to go. Broom, right wing, Chad Baker-Mazzara. Top of the circle, backdoor intended for Broom and never got there.
Kind of a set play. I think Chad Baker was just hoping he was going to be wide open.
Steal by Iofalia. Top of the circle for TJ Hurley. Picked up by Broom in a mismatch. To the right wing for Long, 16 to shoot. Hands the ball, ball deflected near the corner. Picked up there by Long. 10 to shoot for Long. Fade away by Long, no. Long rebound, pilled in by Cardwell. Chad Baker-Mazzara up the floor on the right-hand dribble. At the right wing, between the leg dribble goes baseline. Through the lane to the corner. Broom now to the wing. Top of the circle for Pegues. 18 to shoot for Auburn. Auburn leads at 48-21. 18:09 in the second half. Cardwell around the perimeter, Pegues. 8 to shoot. Right wing, Chad Baker-Mazzara in and out for three. Rebound fought for and out of bounds off of Dylan Cardwell. Great effort played by Dylan to get his hand on the ball.
That's one thing you can hang your hat on him about, is he is so good. His effort is relentless, and he's got so much try. He's got a heart as big as a TV.
Inbound to Hurley in the backcourt for Vermont. With the gold unis tonight. Green trim, trailing Auburn 48-21. Top of the circle, Long goes baseline against Chad Baker. Leans in and misses it. Broom cleans it up for Auburn. Chad Baker up the left sideline for Pegues. JP to the corner for Jones. Low post Cardwell. To the right wing for Chad Baker. Top of the circle, Broom. He'll pop a three. Yep.
Looks good when he gets his feet set. That right foot hits the floor just right. He can really shoot the three.
10 points, 6 rebounds on the night for Broom. And Auburn's lead is 30. 30-point lead, Auburn. At the top, three ball in the air. Missed. Rebounded Chad Baker-Mazzara. Runs down the errant ball. Brings it up the floor. Behind the back dribble. To the top of the circle. Behind the back dribble again. Hands the ball to the point guard, J.P. Pegues. Auburn leads it by 30 points. 17 minutes in the second. Pegues, Broom, left wing, Denver. Goes baseline to the lane. Up and in and a foul in the play.
Beautiful set play. Isolated Denver Jones on the wing, and his quick first step was amazing and got to the basket from the three-point line with only one bounce and finished. He's got a chance for a three-point play.
Auburn leads at 53-21. Denver Jones at the line for the and one. He has 9 points on the night. He tries to join Chad Baker-Mazzara and Janai Broom in double figures. Foul against Fiorillo. Free throw is good by Denver.
Beautifully done.
16:55 in the second. Auburn has outscored Vermont 8-0 to open the second half. Up the floor, it's Long. Cut off as Auburn got back defensively. Now Bogues between the circles. Left wing Hurley. Low post Fiorello, or rather Alofalia. He throws it away to Pegues up the floor.
Really good defense by the Tigers.
Pegues. Cardwell. Left wing Jones. Tried to feed underneath for Broom. Knocked out of his hand from behind. Out of bounds. Auburn ball, 23 on the shot clock. 54-21 Auburn. Tigers have outscored the Catamounts 8-0 to open the second half of play. Chad Baker will trigger in front of the Auburn bench down the left sideline. 10 feet from the corner. To the left wing, Broom. Top of the circle, Dillon. One dribble, left wing, Pegues. JP to Broom inside the arc. Spins to the baseline. Cut off. Picks it up. Top of the circle, Denver. Long three. Good!
Deep three. That was a big splash from behind the arc by Denver Jones. I think he's got a chance to have an outstanding season from behind the three-point line.
57-21 Auburn. 11-0 run to open the second half for the Tigers. 16:07 in the second half. Bogues drives on Jones inside the arc. Down to the corner. Head fake at three by Iofalia. To Bogues on the right wing three. No. Iofalia gets the rebound. To Bogues again. Inside the arc this time. Iofalia outside the arc against Broom. 13 to shoot. Backs it up on the right-hand dribble. Gets a screen on the wing. Top of the circle, Bogues. Picked up by Broom. Drives on Janai. Puts it up. May have been blocked. Rebounded by Pegues the other way for Auburn. Up the left sideline, Denver. Another three ball. Yes! Holy cow!
Oh, he's just got a beautiful jump shot, run the floor really fast, floated wide open, and splashed it in from behind the three-point line.
No letdown to start the second half. Auburn has scored the only 14 points. 15:28 to go. Auburn 60, Vermont 21. For every Auburn three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Coach Pearl's Outlive Cancer Initiative, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment center. 11 threes tonight. The Tigers are 11 of 22 from downtown. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE Hybrid for $359 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through December 2nd, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $36.58 to its signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Here's another great reason to use the United States Postal Service this season. When sending a package, why venture outside? Ship with USPS for a true holiday ride. Want to stay cozy and warm? There's no need to roam. With free package pickup and labels printed from home. We have over 600,000 employees always in motion. And before you know it, your gift has delivered emotion. Spread the holiday joy this season with USPS's enhanced network. Learn more at USPS.com/holidayride.
Chick-fil-A is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Eat more chicken and war eagle with Chick-fil-A.
15:28 to go in the second half. Auburn led at halftime, 46-21. All the Tigers have done since the start of the second half is outscored Vermont 14-0. Auburn is 5 of 6 from the field in the second half, 3 of 4 from 3. My goodness gracious. The Tigers lead 60-21.
One thing that's really important about every basketball team and every coaching staff tries to establish is what is going to take place the first 5 minutes of the second half. Establishing your tempo. Sometimes you're up like the Tigers were tonight. Sometimes you might be an even game. But being able to have a trait to come out of that locker room that first 5 minutes, and the Tigers were absolutely outstanding then.
Pettiford, Kelly, Howard, and Chaney Johnson come on the floor. The only one that stays is Janai. Auburn by 39 points against Vermont. Iafalia backs down Kelly. Turnaround jumper missed it. Rebound the 7th of the night for Janai Broom to Tahad Pettiford up the floor. No look underneath Chaney. Turns, gets bumped, goes back up, scores anyway. And he's in double figures with 10.
He is just so active. Chaney Johnson is just a wiry, active player.
He is stronger, too. He is stronger.
Yes.
62-21 Auburn. Drive to the hole by Alamuto. Throws it off the right side for Barnett. Out on the wing. Barnett scored at the final seconds of the first half. He's the last one to score for Vermont. 14:36 in the second. Turnaround jumper missed by Alamuto. He's fouled by Tahad Pettiford. It will be the second foul on Pettiford, and it will send Alamuto to the free throw line to shoot 2 after this timeout. 14:35 to go in the second. Auburn 62, Vermont 21. 62-21. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Check out the new look at auburntigers.com. Read the latest feature stories. Get critical game day information and graphics. Search videos and audio. Find out how to get connected by digital and social media or by joining Tigers Unlimited. Shop the AU Photo Store or buy your tickets to the next event on the athletics calendar. auburntigers.com, the official website of Auburn Athletics.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Listen closely. Hear those bubbles? That mouth-watering waterfall? Delicious. Ice cold. And zero sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hi, this is Coach Hugh Freeze. Tackle game day with the irresistible taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. War Eagle.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right. Guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
Brad Law, Neville Arena, checking the Yellowwood scoreboard. 17th ranked Indiana underway in the second half against SIU Edwardsville. Hoosiers on top by 10 there, 44-34. An upset today in college basketball, not because they're a ranked team, but because of the name. Columbia goes to Philly and beats Villanova 90-80. Also involving the Big East, Georgetown wins its opener over Lehigh 85-77. And Virginia wins its opener against Campbell tonight in the ACC territory 65-56. Andy Burcham, that's a Yellowwood scoreboard.
Back to that Villanova squad. Hey, congratulations to Ira Bowman on the Auburn staff. Played his college basketball at Penn, part of that Big Five there in Philadelphia, and he will be inducted into the Big Five Hall of Fame in early December. Congratulations to Ira Bowman.
You're not kidding. What a great compliment. There's been some outstanding players, coaches in that Big Five tournament, that's for sure.
Sam Alamuto gives Vermont its first point of the second half. 62-22 Tigers. Johnson, left wing, Janai outside the arc. Took a look at a three, spins inside the arc, gets the ball to the top for Kelly. Step back, three ball, Miles, switch. Dear goodness.
Things are going good for the Tigers, but that was a really good look by Kelly. That's
goodness. 65-22
That was a step back shot from about 24 there, maybe 25.
We're 6 minutes deep in the second half. Vermont doesn't have a field goal yet. Long will put up a three and gets it.
They finally get one to go down on a little bit of a switch.
Auburn's lead trimmed to 40. 65-25 Tigers, 13:41 in the second half. Chaney Johnson between the circles, right wing for Howard. To the top for Johnson, now Broom between the circles. Three ball, Janai. Long, rebound Chaney. Top of the key, down the lane, gets bumped, goes to the hole, nobody's fouled. The only thing Seth Joba could do was just foul him. And Chaney goes to the line for two for Auburn. Second foul on Joba.
Well, you made a good point about Chaney Johnson. He has really worked hard. You can tell the difference in his upper body. He's got a lot more strength. And just on that play right there, he just kind of willed his way to the basket.
His demeanor just looks different this year than it did at this point a year ago.
Well, I think his confidence level is really high. And I saw him a lot this summer, but every time I saw him, he had a ball in his hands and was at the court working out.
Missed the first free throw. He can take the lead to 41 right here. Chaney in double figures with 10. He missed both. Rebound to Broom, and he was fouled, I think.
I think
or were they in the lane
into the lane a little bit too early there.
Okay.
Chaney might actually get another.
I think he's going to get another free throw.
Unless it was the Tigers in there too early. Called it a jump ball.
Apparently there were several in the lane early. And the jump ball will go to Auburn.
Well, that's meaning that three guys, the three striped shirts can get together. Nobody can make a decision. It's the easiest way out to just call it a jump ball.
That was very Sonny-esque of you right there.
That's unbelievable.
Inbound Broom, one dribble, head fake twice, off the glass, good. Janai with 12. Janai 12 points, 7 rebounds. and a couple blocks to boot. 67-25 Auburn. Alamuto at this top, picked up by Pettiford. Drives on Pettiford to the free throw line, kicks it to the baseline to the left wing for Long. Long to the lane, hangs, reverse layup, didn't get it. Rebound, shot is up, it's missed by Barnett. Auburn basketball. Pettiford thought about a deep pass, decided better of it. Left wing, three ball, Miles Kelly. Good.
Wow, that's quick there. Quick release, got his feet set quick. I think he's going to be fun to watch play as well.
His fourth three of the night, another in double figures tonight for the Tigers. 70-25 Auburn. 12:32 in the second half. Alamuto picked up by Miles in a switch. Long drives. Bounce pass to the baseline. Barnett out of bounds off of Miles Kelly.
You know, one good thing to see about each group, different combinations. They've stayed with the scouting report, ran Vermont off that three-point line, forced them to the basket. Vermont's just not athletic enough to finish at the rim against the Tigers.
Broom out, Cardwell in. Janai, one of 5 in double figures tonight for Auburn. Auburn 9 of 11 from the field in the second half. 70-25 Auburn. Inbound Alamuto around Jakai. Three ball, left wing, didn't get it. Rebound, Miles Kelly skies for that one. Brings the ball up the middle of the floor. Top of the circle, another long three. Yep.
I think Kelly's feeling it tonight.
Well, I'd hate to see him, if he's not tonight, what it's like when he does. 5 threes for Miles Kelly. And a foul by Pettiford going for a steal just inside midcourt. That will not please the Auburn head coach. Have to admire the effort. 73-25 Auburn. Did anyone see this one coming tonight? Against this Vermont team.
I think we expected a little bit more of a challenge, but
Alamuto to the corner. Three ball from the corner, it's missed. Rebounded by Joba, goes back up, no. Rebound Cardwell in traffic. Throws it to midcourt, and it is Blake the other way to the corner for Alamuto and a three for Vermont. Air ball, weak side rebound, Cardwell. Ahead,
look out here.
Howard to the basket with a windmill right hand hammer.
That's a serious
yes, it is.
dipsy-do dunkaroo by Jakai Howard, one of very many that's coming in his career.
Wow. Auburn by 50 points. Drive, Blake from 15, no. Rebound, Chaney Johnson. To Miles Kelly, who has 5 threes tonight. Right wing, another three. Yes.
What a beautiful wrist he's got on him. He's going to make a lot of three-pointers this year as well.
He made a lot tonight. Whistle, foul by Auburn at the other end. It's on Pettiford. Timeout on their feet at Neville Arena. 10:52 to go. It is a blowout. Auburn 78, Vermont 25. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the unexpected. SeatGeek. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games all on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Atmore is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Atmore. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Hey, this is Kevin Tutto, owner of Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. It's finally fall and football is here. Come check out one of our 77 TVs and watch your favorite team while enjoying hot wings and cold beer. Wanting to support your Auburn Tigers? Well, come join us each and every Monday for Tiger Talk as Coach Freeze joins us live in-house to discuss all things Auburn football. We also have every NFL game for the entire season with the NFL Sunday Ticket. Don't forget Thursday nights and Monday Night Football. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, your football headquarters this fall, 2353 Big Creek Road, exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
Cook's Pest Control presents Protect the Perimeter. Call Cook's Pest Control to guard your home and business from pests and termites.
10:52 to go in the second half. Tonight's Celebrity N. He's our running back of our very own, Ronnie Brown, the Celebrity N tonight. He's watching this Auburn Ball Club in its season opener with a 78-25 lead. 78-25 lead against Vermont. And Auburn has lit it up tonight from three. The Tigers, 7 of 9 in the second half from three, 15 of 27 in the ball game. My goodness gracious.
They've got, the Tigers are red hot. They've played so well. But let's not forget it. Vermont won the American East the last 3 years. They're the preseason pick to win it again this year. They've won 7 of the last 12 American East conferences. They are a very, very good team.
And let me try and temper just a bit. I mean, they won Monday night at UAB. They've stayed on the road. I mean, they came from Birmingham to Auburn. Second game of this road trip. And Auburn in this season opener tonight has just been spectacular.
I think it just strengthens the fact that how tough a place Neville Arena is to play in for opponents.
Yes, indeed. 10:50 to go, second half. Vermont basketball at the top. Gavin Perryman makes his debut tonight. Down the right side, Alamuto to the right wing for Shai Odom. Bumps a couple times against Howard, banked it up, didn't get it. Got his own rebound and lost it. Ball is loose. Cheney Johnson runs it down for Auburn. Pettiford up the floor for Auburn. Left wing, another long three ball by Kelly. Goodness gracious.
That's a logo three right there, Andy.
21 points, all on three by Miles Kelly. 7 of 9 from three tonight. 81-25. Backdoor Alamuto for the dunk. His first field goal of the night. Just their second field goal of the second half. We're midway through. 81-27 Tigers. Pettiford. Top of the circle, Cardwell. Dillon, left wing, Cheney. Step back three. No. And the rebound, Perryman. To Blake up the left sideline for Vermont. Working on Howard. Gets by Howard. Drives to the hole, put it up, didn't get it. Rebound, Cheney Johnson. Outlet up the right sideline for Pettiford. Pettiford, long three right wing. No. Rebound, Odom.
The young guys are really trying to join the party now, aren't they?
Alamuto drives, kicks it to the corner. Up the left wing. Barnett spins, drives to the hole, kicks it to the corner. Three ball, Perryman, no. Rebound to Barnett. Driving underneath, gets cut off by Cheney Johnson. Actually, that's Blake. To Alamuto, 10 to shoot. Alamuto against Miles, got him off his feet, put it up, didn't get it. Miles got it.
Really did a good job holding his ground and also rebounding the ball off the miss.
Pettiford walks it across midcourt. Tigers lead 81-27. 8:45 in the second. Top of the circle, Cardwell. Dillon, Pettiford outside the arc. Mid lane, Cheney. One dribble up. No, yes.
Ooh, what a finish foul. What a finish. That is strength, size, and determination wrapped all up in one with Cheney Johnson.
Auburn has outscored Vermont 37-6 in the second half. 37-6, and a chance for an and one for Cheney Johnson. Mercifully, Miles Kelly takes a seat on the bench. Chad Baker-Mazara, J.P. Pegues, Dylan Cardwell. Turtle Hudson will come in after Chaney Johnson makes this free throw, and does. 13 on the night off the bench for Chaney. He'll come out now. Let's reset your lineup. Chris Moore's out there for Auburn as well. Pegues, Moore, Turtle, Chad Baker-Mazara, and Janai Broome. 84-27 Tigers. Drive down the lane by Odom. Throws it into the stands. Auburn basketball.
Chaney was real effective. 13 points, 9 rebounds in 16 minutes. That is productivity. Right
Vermont's season high last year for turnovers was 15. That was their 15th turnover right there. 8:20 to go in the second. Pegues, left wing, Chad Baker-Mazara. Right hand dribble to the left wing, Pegues. Gets a screen from Broome. Lobs it back to Janai. For a 3-ball by Janai, short. Auburn's missed its last 3 3-point attempts. And here's Vermont up the floor. Drive, Blake to the corner, 3-ball. It's up, it is good by Zest Joba.
You have to give Vermont credit. They have stayed, they've tried, really run stuff. It's just the Tigers have just been magical.
Moore, top of the circle, Turtle Hudson. Now to J.P. Pegues. Screen from Broome. Twice Broome. Back to Janai at the top. Lobs it low post through the net out of Moore's hands. And here is Hurley the other way for Vermont. 84-30, Tigers up. 7:22 and a counting clock in the second. Hurley, Perryman, Hurley on the perimeter. Drives on Moore and a reach in on Chris. It'll be his first foul, and it takes us to a timeout. 7:17 to go, Auburn 84, Vermont 30. The experts at Sensagreen with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation, offering total comfort care for your Tiger family in East Alabama and Huntsville. Visit Sensagreen.com. Carrier, turn to the experts. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn football every day is your behind-the-scenes pass to the Tigers on TV. Each week, Auburn football every day looks back at the previous game and previews what's next on the schedule with highlights, locker room interviews, and special features. It's your everyday connection to Auburn football. Check your local listings and set your device to record Auburn football every day.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Brad Law, courtside Neville Arena, as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard. The other SEC teams in action with leads, not as comfortable as this one. But LSU firmly in control over ULM. They are about 8 minutes away from the end of this one in Baton Rouge. LSU leads 78-44. Midway through the second half in Fayetteville, Arkansas leads Lipscomb by 9, 66-57. So those are the other two SEC teams that are in action tonight. Here it's Auburn 84, Vermont 30 with 7:17 to go. Back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
Auburn has outscored Vermont 38-9 in the second half. Also of note, 56th consecutive sellout for Auburn basketball. That's 9,121 in attendance tonight. Pegues, Chad Baker-Mazara, Jaheim Hudson, Janai Broome, Chris Moore out there for Auburn. Shy Odom at the point, gets the ball to Perryman. Down the right side to Odom. Ball stripped away by Janai Broom. Oh, couldn't quite keep it from going out of bounds. Turnovers have been a major factor tonight in this one. 15 turnovers for Vermont, 5 for Auburn.
Auburn's length, the Tigers' length has really given the Catamounts trouble.
Hurley will trigger just to the right of the Vermont bench. Lobs it down to the baseline for Blake to the basket. Blocked from behind. Chad Baker-Mazara gets the rebound. CBM will bring the ball up the floor. He sets the offense to the right wing and lost it out of bounds. He tried to spin with the left hand and threw it out of bounds.
He's a left-handed player, and he had the ball in his right hand, and I'm not sure that his handle with his right hand is quite up to snuff compared to his left.
84-30 Auburn. 6:44 on a counting clock in the second. Hurley inside the arc, down the left side. Blake spins, gets cut off by Turtle. Trying to back Turtle in, goes up, hit the bottom of the backboard, and then lost it out of bounds. Oh, they said it was out after Auburn.
That was a real physical play. He held his ground. I thought Hudson did a really nice job there, moving his feet, and he did not foul, and that's even more important.
Gavin Perryman, a grad student, a transfer from Texas, will trigger baseline left for the Catamounts. 20 in the shot clock, 6:31 to go. Auburn up 84-30. Lobs it for Shy Odom. Matches up against Chris Moore. Odom through the lane. Whistle and a foul on Semo.
Not sure he gained an advantage on that one. Chris Moore kind of got robbed on both of his fouls that he has committed.
Perryman will trigger baseline right. Inbound into the right corner for Barnett. Working on Chris Moore. Backs him into the lane. Bumps him. Gets bumped again. Throws it out to the top. Hurley with 9 to shoot. Working. Boy, he just grabbed Chad Baker-Mazara's jersey. Drives to the hole. They're going to get Chad Baker. He grabbed Chad Baker's jersey on the drive. With the left hand he was driving, he held the right hand. Chad Baker, I think, whistling that to the officials too. Pettiford comes in, so does Hudson. Auburn's 2 outstanding freshmen. Chad Baker and Janai Broom come out. 6:12 in this one to go. And Auburn by 54 points. Out of bounds baseline right, Perryman will trigger. Lobs it. Right side for Odom. Against Hudson. To the baseline. Up, missed it. Tapped up, missed it. Rebound tap. Hudson saves it. Rather, Howard saves it to Hudson.
Yeah, it's a really good effort play.
Pettiford. Left sideline for Pegues. JP, a screen from Semo. Picks up the dribble. Now Turtle Hudson, left wing, Pettiford. Drives inside the arc, back out, behind the back dribble, down the lane, crossover dribble, 18-footer. Shot was good. I guess they got him for a hook.
I think he
turned the ball over.
What they call palm the ball. He kind of got his hand underneath the ball on the reverse dribble.
That was a pretty play. That's a real pretty play.
Quick.
(84-30) Auburn. 5:38 first or second half of play. Hurley puts it on the floor, drives, lob, scores. TJ Hurley, his first field goal of the night. He scored 20 at UAB. Drive into the base or into the lane. Up Pettiford off the glass. It didn't fall. Rebound Barnett. Up the floor for Blake. Euro step, right wing, 3-ball Hurley. Short. Rebound tap, missed. Ball loose. Out of the pack comes Pettiford. Tahad down the lane, Turtle Hudson. Right wing, 3-ball Howard. Head fake. Into the lane. Goes up. No. Whistle foul. It's going to be a block on Hurley. It's his first foul of the night.
I think, Janai, that Jakai will learn when to and when not to a little quicker. He had the 3-point shot, passed it up, drove in, was kind of fortunate at that time. that they called the block on that. He could have called a charge.
Seth Joba back into the lineup for the Catamounts as Shai Odom comes out. 5:01 to go, second half. Auburn up 84-32. Moore will trigger. Left corner, Howard. Out to the top for Hudson. To the right wing for Pettiford. Turtle between the circles. Steps into a three. Didn't get it. Rebound tap up and in by Pregame.
What a follow. JP has played the point most of the night, been the quarterback, executed the offense well, but he sure looked good on that offensive rebound stick back then.
8 points, 4 rebounds for JP Pregame in his Auburn debut. Hurley out at the left wing, picked up by Turtle Hudson. 12 to shoot for Vermont. In the corner, Barnett. Back out to the perimeter for Hurley. Drives to the free throw line. 18-footer. Top of the key, it didn't go. Rebound, Ja'Kai Howard. Pettiford leaves for Pregame. Auburn with a 38-28 advantage in rebounding tonight. 86-32 Tigers, approaching the 4-minute mark, second half. Hudson, low post, Ja'Kai. Howard, turnaround jumper off the glass, yes.
You're going to
7 points for Ja'Kai.
They run that flex cut baseline off of transition offense and also in the half court. Ja'Kai has really done a good job then of establishing position and sticking it in the basket.
88-32 Tigers. Alamuto penetrates, drives to the hole, banked it in. That was actually Sean Blake with a nice drive to the hole. 88-34 Tigers. Auburn has outscored Vermont 42-13 in the second half. Auburn scored the first 13 points of the second half. It was already 46-21 Auburn at the half. Moore, Turtle Hudson, left side of the lane, spins, head fake, spins again, right-hand shot, good.
Nice jump hook. That's something we haven't seen tonight. It's good to see a big man use a little jump hook around that block area.
Blake Mishalik, one of Auburn's walk-ons, to come into the ball game at the next timeout. 90-34 Tigers, 3:05 second half. Blake working on Moore. That's number 5 against number 5. 11 to shoot for Vermont. Blake tries to drive on Moore, spins, lebs it underneath, ball out of bounds off of Auburn. 2:50 to go in this one. Auburn 90, Vermont 34. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. 2:50 to go. Tigers up 90-34. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
2:50 to go in this one. Auburn up 90-34. Continue just to pour over the stats in this one, and the stats really tell the story of this one. Auburn has outscored Vermont off turnovers 25-6, points in the paint 32-14. Here's a stat that should jump off the page. This is a Vermont team that just doesn't give up fast break points. Auburn has outscored Vermont off the break tonight 16-0.
Well, I have to brag on the guys that come off the bench as well. 43 points. That's something that is a trait of Coach Pearl's system for many years. But
yeah, nearly half of the points tonight off the bench.
This team has got some very much production that can spark the Tigers off the bench. We're going to need that down the line.
Blake Michalek into the ball game for the Tigers. They get the ball underneath. Shot is up. May have been blocked. It was blocked. Rebound, no. Here's Auburn the other way. 2:41 on a counting clock in the second half. Pettiford walks it across midcourt for the Tigers. Gets a screen from Moore. Into the key. To Chris. Open three ball. Long. And the rebound pulled in by Blake. For Vermont. Working on Jakai. Drives past him. Into the corner. Three ball. It's good from the left corner from Seth Joby. His second three of the half. And a push by Pettiford on the inbound pass. Is that right?
I think he got hung up by himself, and they just kind of shadowed him there for a second.
What, did he foul himself then? Here's Presley Patterson in the lineup, replacing Pettiford. Presley, a junior out of Knoxville and Knoxville Catholic. 2:16 to go in this one. Auburn up 90-37. Vermont ball out of bounds, baseline left. Perryman will trigger for the gold-clad Catamounts. Transfer from Texas. Lobs it out across midcourt to Alamuto. Across midcourt, he comes back. 15 on the shot clock for Vermont. Low post, whistle, and a push by Michalek, trying to defend Shai Odom.
Yeah, they tried to post him up a little bit. He's got a little bit of a mismatch size-wise, and put both hands on him, and when you do that, that's an easy out for the referees.
Shai Odom, a transfer from Howard, the MEAC Rookie of the Year last year. His free throw is up, and it's good. From Calabasas, California, and Sierra Canyon High School.
Flew over a lot of schools to get to the East Coast, didn't he?
Played with Bronny James at Sierra Canyon. And he makes both free throws. 90-39 Auburn. Michalek running the point right now for the Tigers. Sophomore from Dallas. Chris Moore outside the arc. Left wing, Presley Patterson. Chris Moore, open three ball to the corner. Nope. Weak side rebound, Jaheim Hudson for Auburn. To Patterson. Open three, Presley. No. That was on the mark, just a little bit long.
I think the jungle would have erupted on a walk-on, getting a three-point shot to go down like
Drive
that.
to the hole, Blake. It's in and out. Rebound, Semo. Outlet, Michalek. Minute 30 to go, second half. Michalek drives to the hole, lays it in with the right hand.
Really good. Always good to see those guys get a little bit of a touch because they work so hard in practice, and the scout team preparing to.
Howard just fouled, and I'm telling you why he fouled. He wanted to get C.J. Williams into the game. I'm telling you, he fouled to get C.J. Williams in the ball game right now. He did it right in front, right at midcourt. Just grabbed the guy, and he gets C.J. Williams into the lineup. The son of Corey Williams, Auburn assistant coach. 6'2" junior from Fayetteville, a transfer from Texas Tech. Minute 20 to go. Free throw is up, it's in and out. And the rebound pulled in by Chris Moore. Moore, Hudson, Michalek, Patterson, and Williams, the Auburn five. Michalek down the left side. Patterson, baseline left, lobs it low post for Chris Moore, didn't get there. Here's Perryman the other way. Head fake, drive, shoots, and scores. 92-41 Tigers. 54 seconds to go in this one. Michalek across midcourt for Auburn. 19 on the shot clock. Michalek gets a screen from Chris Moore. Inside the arc, right side. Bounce pass, Moore underneath. Out of bounds off of Sam Alamuto. 39 seconds to go in the second half. Auburn with 11 to work with on the shot clock. Inbound to the corner, Patterson. Mashalik to the top. Hudson underneath. Presley, head fake, off the glass. Good!
Way to
With
go.
the left hand.
He'll remember that forever. What a shot. He used his offhand, used his left hand on the other side of the rim to shield himself. Nice shot.
26 seconds to go in this one. Drive off the left side. Drive to the hole. Alamuto kicks it to the corner. Perryman for three. No good. Rebound, tap up and in by Alamuto. Final 14 seconds to go. Just get it a ball across midcourt, Blake. He does, and Auburn can dribble this one away. Oh, what a season opener for Auburn. 94-43 Tigers. 1-0 on the season. Houston is next. Final score again tonight. Auburn 94, Vermont 43. 21 points for Miles Kelly, the Wind Creek high scorer for the Tigers. Elevate your game to fabulous. Play the hottest games, win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. Final again, Auburn 94, Vermont 43. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank post-game show is next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey, Tiger fans. Last year, you helped Auburn women's basketball break attendance records in Neville Arena. Be sure